friends, welcome to my channel. It's Hazel, and yeah, I am ready to go outside because it's just it's summer and it's hot, it's humid, it's like 30 something degrees out here where I am. Definitely need a hat to keep the to get some shade or something. I'm not trying to run away from the sun. I'm just trying to get a little bit of shade in my face because I need all the sun that I can get. I just need my vitamin D, But anyway, doesn't bother me at all. I just love this heat. But in today's video, I will be talking about soap, and I will be talking about calendula soap. Yay! Everybody and their dog love calendula. And this has been very, very popular over a couple of years. This is not something that is new to me. I've always been using calendula because I have very, very sensitive skin, and calendula works awesome. So I use calendula a lot to make soap because it's a plant that is so soothing and calming to the skin that it just makes my skin just awesome. And I never had a breakout or anything with my skin. Actually, it makes my skin so much brighter. I don't have any pimples. It just works awesome for me, and it just soothes my sensitive skin. So I make calendula oil and to put all over my body, on my hair, and I also make a salve with the calendula, but the bomb is the soap. So I have some calendula soap that I just made. I'm going to show you guys. So this is my this is one of the trays that I made. It smells so amazing, guys. It's to die for. And the calendula itself gives it this yellowish color, so you don't need to add any additives or anything. Like, I don't add any additives to my most of the things that I put on my skin. Like, when I say additives, I mean like I don't add any fake colors or anything. I always use a plant base. So if I may use some curry, or I may use some turmeric, or I may use like a flower, which I would infuse in oil or infuse in water and to give my soap color. I tend not to use all this micas and stuff because I think it's not good for my skin because it's my sensitive skin, and I'm just not into that, using those stuff. I'm just all natural plant-based skincare products. So that's what I do. You don't have to do that. It's okay. But yeah, so these are some that I made, and these were made like about a month ago. I still have them in the mold because I've been traveling and doing all kind of stuff, and I just decided to leave them in there. But they're all cured and ready to be used, so they can come out of the mold. So I used 2 already because I had to just use them because I was so anxious because I didn't have any more. I just ran out of ran out. And then I have this one here, which I'm gonna cut later into pieces, and as you can see, it's in the silicone mold, and I'm gonna cut it into pieces. But my calendula soap starts from the garden. This year I just went crazy with the calendula. I grew loads of calendula because people been asking me to buy calendula, and I figure out this year that I will just grow a lot in my market garden so I can have a couple to sell in my Etsy shop. So yeah, I have loads there. I already did 1 harvest. I'll show you guys. So I already harvested these, and these I'm gonna start to package up. I have this one well, I'm just showing you this one that I did in this basket. So I have other baskets that have calendula flowers in because I did a 1 harvest already. I'm just gonna package this, and I'm gonna put them on my Etsy for sale. So if you're looking for calendula flowers, these are all organic calendula flowers, and no pesticide, nothing. It's just grown organically with my compost manure that I make, and they're just gorgeous. And I'll take you guys to the garden and show you how gorgeous they are in the garden, because I have to do a second harvest today, because the more you pick them, the more they come up, the more flowers you're gonna get. So these ones are going to be packaged and put on Etsy soon. So if you want it, go there at Etsy. I may put it on my website also. But once I put it up, I'll put a post on the Instagram so you guys know that it's there. So yeah, so the calendula, I always make these fantastic soaps, and I mean it's just amazing. My entire family love it, my friends love it, everybody I give love it. Um, I don't really sell them. I don't sell them as yet, but eventually they will go on my Etsy shop or on my website. I just have a lot of things to do and they're not there yet. But what I was saying in the before I say something else and get myself all confused, what I was saying was that I went crazy with growing the calendula this year because calendula is easy to grow, but you have to get a good vendor to buy the seeds from. Because over the years I've been growing calendula, I have not been getting the yield that I want because of the seed package. They were not great. But this year I decided to try four different seed vendors, and these ones were awesome. So now I know that I'm only gonna buy from them because their seeds works amazing, and the germination rate is like 98%. Most of the seeds germinate. So this is what I'm gonna do. And once I figure out, the amount of seeds and the planting succession and stuff like that, I'll have loads of calendula for sale, and then I'll start making calendula soap because a lot of people love calendula soap, and you can definitely use it on your baby, and people have very sensitive skin, they love it. And I also make calendula oil, and that is something too that I will be selling, the calendula oil. It will be on the shop soon, so before the summer end. So I already infused them. I'm just waiting for them to be finished. A couple of them are finished, but I just gotta get the labels on, and then they'll go up on the website and on the Etsy. So let's go into the garden and I'll show you my beautiful calendula flowers, and then we'll come back and I'll cut my calendula soap, and you all will see what it looks like. You'll see what the this one looks like. All right, let's go to the garden. Wait, let me show you guys. There's a ladybug. We have lots of ladybugs here. We do a good job in getting rid of little pests and little aphids and stuff like that. But yeah, we have quite a lot of them in there. Hello, little ladybug. Okay, I'll let you go back to whatever you're doing. Okay, put you back over there. All right, back to picking the rest of the chamomile. Oh, there's so much bugs. Let me show you guys this one. Look, got another one. You see him there? He's walking all over the flowers. I don't know what he is. He looks like some kind of cricket or something. But there's so much bugs in here. It's incredible. Um, they're all over the flowers. I just have to knock them off. Look, there's another one on the scissors. All right, let me get back to picking. Enough talking. So, guys, I'm hot, tired, and I'm still picking cowbell flowers. My basket is almost full to the top. Oh, and there's a lot of bees and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna fill this one up to the top, and then that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna put these to dry, then I'm gonna come back and do a couple of more rows, maybe tomorrow, because it's way too hot out there. I think it's like 33 degrees today, so it's way, way, way too hot today. And I'm just sweating all the way down my back, and my hands are very sticky. The chamomile flowers tend to be very, very sticky, but they smell amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And look, I have this entire row here to pick. Okay, y'all, I'm back from picking all these calendula petals, and it's been a little while, maybe about 2 hours. I've left them outside so they can wilt a little, and as you can see, the petals have closed up. They no longer look like nice and full like these ones. These ones I picked in the front of the house, the little garden I have in front, not too long ago. So they're more open. But see, they're not nice and like these ones, because these ones are recently picked like this. They are all closed up because they're wilted. And this is what I do. I use parchment paper and some regular old trays from the dollar store. They're $2 a piece. And I just gently pick these up and I just lay them down on the tray. So this is basically what I'm going to do. I use a lot of trays because I want to make sure that they have evenly amount of space and that they won't be too bunched up. And because I want them to dry really nicely. And since it's evening time and it's not sunny anymore, I'm putting them in here, and then tomorrow I will put them outside to dry. So this is basically what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put another piece of parchment paper here on this tray, and I'm just, whoops, this one just got itself. This one just rolled up. I'm just gently laying them on the parchment paper. Now the parchment paper will absorb any moisture or any wetness from the back. See the back of the flowers? They have a little bit more moisture than the flowers itself, so that's why I have the parchment paper. And the parchment paper is just gonna absorb any moisture. And then in the basket itself, I'll leave some because I just don't have enough space for all of them. And I have a lot of trays, so I'm not really worried about it. Tomorrow I'll just put the rest in trays. But for tonight, we can stay in all those trays here. And there is enough for the basket here. So we have some in the basket, which is great. We have some in this tray. this tray. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, I have 5. I have 1 basket and 4 trays filled with calendula. This is the second harvest. So once this is dry, I think I can get like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 packets of calendula petals for sale easily here. They might be maybe around 100 to 125 grams each. Yeah. And I have many more calendula to harvest. So this is just the beginning of the calendula harvest. And as I said, it will be posted on my website, but I'll give you guys notice on when it will be there. And that's basically it, guys. Now, I sell it just like this. Some people, they just pick all the petals off and they sell it just with the petals once it dry. I like to sell it with the back because the back also have nutritional value and also have medicinal properties in it. So I don't like to throw this away. But you guys can do whatever you want with it. If you just want to use the petals, that's fine. You want to throw away the part, but that's it. I like to use the entire plant because the entire plant is good. And once I harvest enough calendula, I will start to harvest the leaves because the leaves are important to keep the plants going and producing flowers. And once, like in the next 3 or 4 weeks, once the flowers start dying down a bit, I'm going to start also harvesting the leaves because the leaves are awesome to make teas, and the same thing like the petals. They also have loads of medicinal value. And I will sell both the leaves and petals. I will sell a combination of leaves and petals if you guys want, or you can have the leaves separate. Let me know in the comment below what you would prefer, a mixture of leaves and stems, or just leaves and petals, or just the leaves all by itself. So let me know. And yeah, and that's basically it. So now we are going to cut some of the calendula soap that I made, and then that's going to be the end of the video. So let me show you guys my let me get the cutter and let's cut some soap. All right, let's cut my calendula soap. So let's get it out of the mold. I already have some here that I took out of the mold, and the calendula soap has little bits of calendula in it. And many of you may ask about the color, maybe interested in the color, how to get it like this. If you just put the calendula petals in your soap, it would not come out this color. What you have to do is you have to infuse the calendula petals in water first, and then the water is gonna become slightly yellow. Then I grind up all the petals together in hot water, and then it becomes a bright yellow. Then I put it in my add it to my soap. So I just don't add the petals alone. I kind of make an infusion, and then the infusion looks really yellow, and then I blend it up, and that's what gives it the color. But if you don't do those stuff, you tend to not make it yellow. And then I add some extra petals, but I soak them in water to get the yellow dye out of it. Then I add it to the soap. I didn't grind it. So that's the little pieces that you've seen in the soap. I just add them in water. So yeah, this is how I get it looking yellowish like that. And when you blend up the calendula, or when you put hot water in it and leave it to sit, like make a tea, before you add it to your soap, instead of just adding it dry, it tends to not what do you call that? It tends to not be very flaky or kind of strawy like, cracky like. It kind of really blends in with the soap, and like when you're taking a shower, you don't see like pieces of like calendula and stuff in the shower and stuff like that. It just blends really well with the soap, and it doesn't cause a problem. I find when I just put calendula in, it's just very messy, and piece comes out in the shower and stuff like that. So I don't like to do that anyways. So this is just my take on it. and I just cut it in pieces. That's basically it. It's for my own use, so I don't do any measuring. Of course, if I was selling it, of course I would be measuring the pieces in exact size, but this mold is pretty big. As you can see, you can hold it in your hand. It's a good size piece, and I just cut it maybe 1 inch because it's wide. And yeah, that's it. I just basically cut it and put it on the rack. If you look, it kind of makes this design in the middle. It's much lighter in the middle and much more yellower on the outside, and it just does that for some reason. I don't know why. That's the way it comes out. And this soap is so moisturizing, so awesome on the skin. I mean, best soap ever. So let's finish cutting. And I just use this cutter. I had it for, I don't know, over 10 years. I think I have this cutter. I think at that time I paid like $10 or something for it. I think now it's much more expensive. But I have two of them, one straight one and one kind of jagged, wavy edge one. And that's what it is. And for this calendula soap, you can add any essential oils that you want, anything of your liking. I tend not to add essential oils, but if you want, you can do that. And if I were to add one, I would definitely be adding chamomile or mint. But the calendula itself has a nice smell, and so it gives the soap a really awesome smell. But if you're, feel like scents and smells like that, just go ahead. So, and I like to use this racks, this baking racks, because they work really well and the soap gets a lot of ventilation. I don't know, for some reason it's going to keep falling over. And this is it, guys. Let me bring it closer so you can see. Oops. This is my rack of calendula soap, and the calendula was grown by me, and all the oils and shea butter and stuff that was in the soap is all fair trade, and the shea butter was made by the women in the village, all authentic shea butter. And this is gonna be my soaps, and they're gonna last me maybe about, I don't know, 6 months. It depends on how I use it. And that's basically it, guys. So this is my soap. So guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming back and watch every week. And remember to stay safe. Say beautiful thoughts on the inside of your mind. Don't say anything negative in there. Keep positive thoughts. Tell yourself that you're beautiful every day, and speak loving words to yourself, and be kind and gentle to yourself. So ciao, ciao. I will see you in the next video.